The title of this video is going to be something about, you know, not being happy single, but at the same time not being happy in a relationship. But I don't know, for me at least, it's always seemed like I'm sad when I'm single, and at the same time I'll be annoyed in a relationship. Full disclosure, I haven't had a serious girlfriend since 2022, I believe. Yeah, my freshman year. I haven't been in a serious relationship. It's just, you know, been mainly talking stages with girls. You know, maybe we would hook up here and there, but that would be pretty much it. But as of recently, I've come to this conundrum. I think most guys watching here, you know, there's that dream girl, you know, and I have that as well. There's a dream girl, you know, I think about her, and then when I say I'm not gonna think about her, I do think about her. You know, my friends say, stop chasing this girl, or at least in my case, my friends were telling me, like, go after this girl, man, like, you should. And like, even all the red flag, not even, I mean, I wanna say like red flags, because it's not like bad, but like all her flaws and faults I didn't care about because she was just like so amazing. Like, you know what I'm talking about. And it just, I kind of had the unfortunate realization that maybe it wasn't gonna happen. So I started talking to other girls, right? I would often daydream about my dream girl all the time, you know, thinking, and not just, it wasn't ever about sex, but it was, and I know people would say, you know, maybe it's limerence or something, like Cole Hastings would say, it's limerence. It's like, no, like I genuinely, we spent time with each other, like outside of our normal setting, you know, we genuinely loved talking to one another. It wasn't just like I was like staring at her from like across the room and like just picturing this, like don't get me wrong, like I just said I daydreamed, but like at the same time, there was a vibe there. And for reasons that I'm not gonna go into, it just always felt like no matter the moment, like it was never right, you know? So I think like many guys, like you hit that point where you're like, I don't know, it's something like out of a rom-com where you're like a single dude and like you're walking down the street and you see this couple and that couple and this couple looks happy and this couple looks happy and everyone seems like they're doing 10 times better than you, right? I would start talking to a girl, or maybe things would get a little bit serious, not into like relationship stuff, but we would start becoming more comfortable with each other. And I just got annoyed. And I just kind of told myself that like I was annoyed because it wasn't my dream girl. And this video isn't about like just go for your dream girl right now. I mean, sure, if you want to go for your dream girl, go right now. I'll be the guy to say worst thing she can say is no. All those compilations you see, way over exaggerated, right? But I think for me, the dilemma is like no matter what position I'm in, it's like I'm in a bad mood if I'm single. At the same time, I'm in an annoyed mood if I'm even in the talking stage with a girl. And it's not because of her, it's just like eventually I kind of realize maybe this is not what I wanted. Maybe I'm just gonna go back to working all the time, you know? So, you know, you just have this thing of like stress building onto yourself. You don't know what you should do, like, because like on the one hand, of course, you don't want to be going back to single, but at the same time you don't want to all of a sudden become part of like hookup culture or just have a friends with benefits sort of thing, because you know that just leads to like an empty existence, you know? Like, I think it's pretty well established that not all, but the majority of the time, people who take part in hookup culture the most end up suffering from problems later on. It seems like no matter what you do, you just kind of feel lost. I guess the best thing I could say is that deep down, if it's not contingent to long-term goals, then you need to probably cut it out of your life. And I know that's probably not the best lesson as far as of like really it took you all this time just to get that down, but I really think that's the best way I could put it. And that's what I've just had to tell myself when I see myself in this position. Yeah, I kind of wanted to give that rant. But if you are divided on this issue, I guess that would be the best advice that I could give you, of just being like, if you think this person could be contingent to your long-term goals, then stay by them. And at the same time, if you think you could be contingent to their long-term goals, then stay by them. But if not, if you're just looking for fun, or if you just have one thing on your mind, you know, maybe it is time to call it quits. To quote Chris Williamson, love is not about finding a person that is flawless. It's about finding a person whose flaws you don't care about. Stay safe, stay smart, and start taking accountability today. Peace.